Hi everyone, I am Ryan Paul, and I just finished the Master's Hammer and Chisel program. And before I share with you my before and after photos, I want to share my story of what the real transformation was all about. This is something that's very hard to do, um, and I just wanted to get it on video to help you guys understand that it's not just working out every day and watching what you eat. It's so much deeper. It's in your heart, it's in your mind, it partakes every part of your body if you allow it to. And that's what I needed this to do this time. I had to just start day one and just go for it. And I was very, very lucky enough to have an amazing group of like 30 something women who fortunately were are all coaches on my team. So there was tons of laughter and encouragement and self-love and all that awesome stuff that just makes it so much easier to make a change and get through a hardship. And that's what I want you guys to know about before I share you a photo of what I looked like on day one and now. Because when I look at the photo on day one, I know what was going on inside of me. I know how my thoughts were and what I was doing day to day. The thing is, we went through, we lost a friend earlier in the year. And that was really hard. It was, and it still is. It's hard to, see your friend and to have been at the hospital and have to say goodbye to somebody that's been in and out of your life for years. Our kids grew up together. And then you get stuck in the what ifs. Some people can go through a loss and see, live your life to the fullest, love every single person around you, and just enjoy life. But that didn't really happen for me. I got stuck in the what ifs, and it could happen. Our husbands work on the same aircraft. We're military families, and they work on the same aircraft, which is known to have some problems. His passing had nothing to do with the aircraft, thank goodness. But I get stuck on the what ifs because my husband started going on a lot of TDYs. And I thought he'd never flown on the aircraft. Actually, the first time he flew was to our friend's memorial service. And I prayed and prayed and prayed and cried. I cried for his loss, and I cried, what if they don't make it back? What if something happens on their flight? They're going through these mountains. It's a pretty dangerous route. What if? And that haunted me, and it put a fear in me that halted my life. It kept me from being the happy and positive person that I was. I could see it affect my relationships with my husband and my friends. It affected my business because I wasn't able to provide that kind of positivity and just encouragement out there onto Facebook and to my team. And I knew something had to change. Every time my husband would go on a TDY, I lived in fear. I would have days where I was pretty good, I was pretty happy and okay with life, and then I would crash. I would have days that I would cry. I would just lay on the couch and cry and pray to God for strength and courage and peace and anything just to help me get through that day, to get through that feeling of overwhelming fear and the what ifs. And I knew that these TDYs and trips aren't going anywhere. They're going to keep on going. And life got so stressful those couple months. And I didn't speak about this at all. This is the first time I've ever said anything about it, because I'm in a place to where I can speak about this and let my fear out and know that things are okay for me. But it took going through such a process. It took going through that grieving and the what ifs for months and months. It took the stress and just hitting that final point of, I have to make a change again. You know, I need something to dedicate myself to and to help me work through all of this. It's been praying a whole lot more. It's been having more conversations about these trips, and it was diving head on into a program that I could give my all to. It wasn't just about making a physical transformation, about losing weight or losing inches or anything like that. It was losing fear, losing doubt, losing the depression and insecurities, and living with comfort through food or crying all day long. I knew something had to change, and I reached out to my team, to my coaches, and I said, let's just do this all the way, and I never explained why. So, I mean, they say be kind to everyone because you never know the battle that they're fighting, and I definitely was living through that, and I am so grateful for everybody that has stayed with me, especially through those last couple months where things were just, they were not going well for me. I knew all of my friends really needed some support and encouragement, and they would reach out to me, and I was so personally stressed and weighed down that I couldn't give them my best, and it killed me to do that when I'd have friends messaging me or calling me and needing to vent or just needing some questions answered and things like that. And I'm like, I wanted to care so much because that's what I do. I go all in and I give my all. And I couldn't do that for them. And it's going to take a little longer, I know, to work through everything. But it's been an amazing 60 days. And I wanted to get this out to you because I know that there's so many of you out there that are dealing with such heavy burdens as well. And that if you can find something to pour yourself into to help you work through all of the troubles that you're going through the stresses, through the anxieties of it, do it. Set your mind to it and don't give up. Don't quit on the days that are hard. Don't quit on the days that feel like they're going to defeat you. Push through it. Reach out to your support system. Find your motivation wherever you need to find it, whether it's through your coaches, through friends, through family, through music, through church, wherever it is. Just keep going no matter what, because I'm telling you, from where I am today, emotionally, physically, spiritually, all of that, from where I was back in the end of like November before I started, totally different person. I feel like I was before we experienced that loss of our friend. I'm back to feeling awesome. I can support all of my friends through their hardships, and telling you it's some, true adulting going on now. But when you look at somebody that wants to get started, or you see somebody's after photo and you're like, God, they just have it made. I want to be like that person. I want to have those abs and those arms, and man, to not have this mom belly pooch or the saddlebags. I want to be like that person. Take away the physical attributes of what you're looking at and think about what they had to do and work through and fight through to get there. Think about yourself and why you really, really want to make a change. Don't focus on the physical as much as you do the emotional and the spiritual and the mental, because those three areas is what's going to pull you through the most. So here are my before and afters. Let's say peace out to fear and the what ifs, and just do it. Just get busy. Surround yourself with amazing, happy, supportive people that love you, and make it happen. If you need help, if you need encouragement, if you want to make a change, reach out to me and I would love to help you too. All right.